Hey guys, this is Z.A.K here. Today I'm going to go over my carpet setup for my TLR 22 SCT 2.0. So let's get into it. So first of all, I got this car used from a buddy of mine last year, and I kept making setup videos, and I ended up not uploading any of them because they were all the same thing or they're all changing most of the time. So now this one, I might not get to upload as well, but this will kind of give you a kind of an idea on how to set up your car for carpet. So first of all, I'm using a stock body because who wouldn't? They're super strong. I'm gonna use this on all my other short course trucks. It's just super strong. Um, my buddy owned it for like 2 years and it's still going. Um, Parts are falling off of it, but it's not chipping. It's really good. I used to have my Proline Flowtech body on there from a lot of other setup videos, and now that thing's junk. Like, it's falling apart. So if you're gonna run it with a stock body or an equivalent strength RC body. So let's pull off the clips. As you can see from the outside here, you can kind of see what wheels I'm running. Now when I pull up the body, you'll kind of see better. I am running some Panther, I think they're Rattlers on the front. Well, they're Panther switch tires on the front with the stock foams from the Panther tires on the inside. And then Team Associated SC10 offset wheels. Put those in the front because they're a little wider. And like maybe a millimeter or two wider, I don't know, maybe 3. I'll have to measure it out, but it gives it a little bit more steering angle, as you can see from this. That really helps because this thing with a mod motor can have understeer, but with the 17.5 it can also have some understeer. And the stock tires, if you sauce them in the front, it'll help. But if you don't want to sauce your front tires, you just want to steer way better, throw on some wider offset wheels in the front, it'll steer way better. For the rear wheels, I used to use actually, let me get them, these J Concepts barcodes. Now I've sauced them so much that the tires are kind of malforming, kind of weird. They're also bald, which is good for the track layout because bald tires work on carpet. But yeah, they're kind of old. I'm not using them no more. I'll just mount another set of these J Concepts pressure points on those wheels, like I have on here, and it'll be pretty good. Like I said, these are pressure points. They have the stock offset wheels on it, and they have the blue foams from J Concepts in there. And these are really good tires. They work great on clay and carpet. I just have them run on carpet, and they run really good. So are these tires in the back. They also work good. You can get these cheap off of Panther tires for like, I don't know how cheap they go, probably around $10. And then I got these for $1. These tires from brand new from J Concepts. Same on both sides, obviously. So first of all, I'm racing the stock class at my track, 17.5, just because that's all they run. They don't run a mod short course. If they did, I'd run mod because I suck at stock. It's just that this car's way too heavy and slow because it's running a stupid, what's this motor called? EcoPower Slingshot motor. This motor has terrible torque, and I highly don't recommend this motor for a short course. For buggy, it works amazing. Short course, it sucks. ESC I'm running, I also don't really recommend because of the tunability. Is this Turn-G Sportsman 60 amp ESC because it doesn't come with the programming card, and I'm screwed. This thing does not have a good brake setting on it. It doesn't brake at all, so when you hit the brake, it kind of goes a little bit more than it should. So yeah, it's a bad ESC. I usually run a what's that called, Novak Edge 2S ESC, but the receiver plug came off and I've just kind of gotten lazy and I didn't want to resolder it, so I'm just gonna run this. What else? Solar D771 servo, aluminum servo mounts, comes with the bell cranks. It's an aluminum bulkhead. It used to have a brass weight in the rear, but I put that in my 22T. I took that out because it's racing stock. If you're racing mod, put the brass weight back in there. I have the rear and front ball stud mounts, as you can see. The front one has the option for sway bar, and I'm running the 3-gear transmission in here. So that's basically all my upgrades. Oh yeah, and the aluminum hub carriers and aluminum hexes. That's, you know, all my upgrades now. So I should have showed you guys this before, but I modified the stock mid-motor battery strap to work with standard batteries by just drilling a hole in the middle of this TLR battery strap here. This one in the front that says TLR on it, and I just put a wheel nut screw for my 22 buggy into it, and you know, it's made it way longer. And then I put this mount up front, and now I can run standard sized batteries, and you can still also use the shorties and the saddles in there sideways or long. So that's my battery strap. I usually run sticks in here because that's all I got. I got 1 saddle and 2 shorties, but sticks I have tons of them. So now let's go over the basic setup here. I'm running 30 weight all around, I think, if I can recall. I can't remember. Then I'm running associated gray springs in the front and back. I have about centimeter preload in the back and the front. The shocks are on the top. On the back are mounted on the second most hole from the outside, just for now because of experimenting. Then on the inside spot on the inner hole, because these springs are really stiff. I like how the shocks are though, so I'm going to keep them that way and just play at the angle. And on the front, well, you can't see it because the body mount. The front, they're mounted in the middle, and in the arm, they're mounted in the inside. So basically kind of the same front and back, but you know, that's kind of how I set up my shocks. The links, I keep them in the inside and the front. I hear a lot of people say put them on the outside for more steering. I might try that. Then on the inside and on the outside of the car, on the outer part, I mount them on the outside of the outer hole there. Bell cranks, basically stock, set up there. I run my legs on the inside and the rear, and the middle hole, I think it is on the stock hubs in the back. I run my ball diff really tight, and that works very well for carpet. So you can just hammer it in and out of the corners instead of having to slow way down because of a loose diff. I used to run an Exotech slipper eliminator, but that kept tearing up my diff, so I just put a slipper back in there with a smaller spur gear. I think it's 76 tooth, and then I'm running for the pinion is a 28 tooth or 23. I can't remember. It's one of the two. But yeah, that's my gearing. I think that's basically it for the truck. I don't really use any cutouts in the back of the body or anything, but I like to keep my body as low as possible on the car so it doesn't collect air. My chassis protector, Trump chassis protector, because he's our president. So yeah guys, it's basically my setup. I also throw some liquid wrench on the rear tires, and then the front tires I also throw liquid wrench on, but only before the racing night begins. But I always throw it on the rear for every heat. I always soak the front before the whole racing night, so then it gives me ample grip, and the rear keeps fading away because the diff setting, because it's really tight, and kind of rubs all the liquid wrench away. So I just add more. Some nights I don't even put that much on the rear because of the climate inside the building. But yeah guys, that's basically it. That's how I set up my 22 SCT 2.0 from TLR. I highly recommend it. I got this thing for $170 from my buddy because he offered a good price and he wanted to get rid of it, so I bought it. Because before I was racing my team associated SC10 RS, that thing sucked for, you know, stock short course because it's a rear motor, but I kept winning in sportsman because I threw a mod motor in. But I'm definitely better at mod than I am in stock, so whenever they run mod at special occasions, I'll throw a mod system in here because yeah, I'm just way better at mod. in stock. I have a few extra brushless systems I could throw in here. Then I can make this thing a mod truck. So there you have it, guys. There's my 22 SCT 2.0. Hopefully this helps some of you guys with the carpet setup, because I'm going to try this setup tomorrow night when I go racing. So yeah, guys, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you later.